So we have to calculate the amount for sales proceed. So what is the amount for sale proceed here? So sales proceed, I have to use this board. I'm rubbing this. We have to calculate sales proceed, and how we can calculate that? So we the consignee Surya Kumar has sold 70 units at rupees 500. That means 35,000. Okay. So this is your sales proceed. This is your sales proceed. So sales proceed will be written in the name of Surya Kumar because Surya Kumar has sold that. So here we have to write by Surya Kumar's account 35,000. Done. Now there is one transaction, 10 units lost in transit. So how we can calculate loss in transit? So loss in transit, this transit can be calculated as like 10 units at cost price, and cost price is 300, invoice price is 375, selling price is 500. So that should be taken at cost price 300, that will be 3,000 plus the expenses which we have incurred at the time of sending that good, at the time of the consignment. Okay, so what is that amount here? So we have spent 800 rupees for 100 items. So for 10 items, what can be the amount? For 10 items, what can be the amount? So 800 into 10, cross multiplication, 800 into 10 divided by 100, and this will be 3,000 plus 80, that will be 3080. Done. So that is how we can have this loss in transit amount. So we have to write loss in transit, and this is my loss, and this should be transferred in the P&L account. So we have to write P&L account 3080. Done. So that is how we have completed our consignment account. So we have missed this. So how we can complete this? So wherever you are finding Surya Kumar's name, so you have to catch that here, this one. Okay. Now this is one of the entry. 1, 2, 3. This 4. So we have shifted 500, and if this is given on the debit side, so that Surya Kumar will be at the credit side. Why? Because that account is being credited. So Surya Kumar's account debit, that means we have to write at the credit side. So at the name of commission, this consignment account will be debited. So by consignment again, this 500 is for carriage, and that 2580 is for commission. So by consignment account, for commission, an amount will be 2538. Done. 2538. Now the last one, returning goods cost. So by consignment again, by consignment account, and what is the amount here? This 60 rupees, returning goods cost. Okay, so this is your 60 rupees, and finally we have completed the credit side, and now the sales proceed. This is the debit side for this and credit side for this. By Surya Kumar's account, this is credited, this has been written in credit side, that's why we have to write it on the debit side. To consignment account, for sales proceed, amount will be this 70 units sold at 500, that means 35,000. So 35,000. Now we have to balance it out, and before balancing, one more important thing is we have to calculate consignment stock reserve account, and this is for the return of goods. So we have taken return of goods of how many quantity we have written goods. We have written goods at 5, and actually we have lost 15 commodity. We have lost 15 units. So because of this loss of 15 units, we have to overload the charges which is given in the credit side. So how we can take out that amount? We have to calculate stock reserve account. And how we can calculate that? We have to calculate first the valuation of stocks for 15 units at invoice price, then after cost price, and balance of that will be written in the debit or credit side as per the condition. Okay, so I have to calculate that, and how I can calculate that amount? So that amount will be calculated for 15 units which we have lost. So we have lost 15 units, so we are calculating that amount for 15 units. So for 15 units, 15 means this 10 units lost in transit. Okay, and 5 is like for defective piece. Done. So we have to calculate cost for 15 units at invoice price and also at cost price. So first of all, we have to calculate at cost price. So we are calculating for CP. CP means at cost price. So cost price 15 units, cost price is rupees 300, which is given in the question, and this will be 4,500. This will be 4,500. Now we have to add the expenses which we have incurred by consignor, incurred by consignee. So consignee has incurred about 500 rupees and consignor incurred 800 rupees, which is given in the question at the time of consignment. So we have to add expense of consignor. So expense of consignor is 800, and for 15 units 800, for 100, for 15 units how much? So that will be 120. Okay, and 500 spent by consignee. So 500 for that person has actually spent this 500 for 90 saving machines, because 10 were lost in transit. Okay, so 500 for 90. So for 15 how much? So you will get rupees 83, and your total cost as per the cost price will be 4,500 plus 120 plus 83. So that will be 4703. Okay, now we have to calculate cost as per the invoice price. So we have calculated for cost price. Now we have to calculate for invoice price. At invoice price, 15 units at invoice price is 300 plus 25%. That means 300 plus 25%, that means 375, and amount will be your 5625. We have to add back this 800 and this 500. Okay, so we have to calculate, we have to add this 120 and 83. So for 800 units we have calculated this 120, So we have to add this 120, and for 500 we have calculated this 83. So 83, and the final amount will be 5828. So this is your cost of 15 goods as per cost price, and this is as per invoice price. So this is your 5828 for invoice price. For cost price, that one is 4703. So balance will be 1125. So this balance, this is your balance, which will be known as stock reserve. So this stock reserve, if your this stock reserve, this consignment stock reserve will definitely come on the debit side because of the excessive amount of this portion. So to consignment stock reserve account, and amount is 1125. Okay, done. Now, so we have to balance it out and we have to find the profit for consignment. So total of debit side is here before having this, we have to calculate closing stock. So closing stock will be at 5828. Closing stock at invoice price, there is that amount 5828. Okay, now so we have to calculate now the profit. Okay, and how we can calculate that? We have to take total of credit side. Total of credit side is 52908, and this total minus this. So we have taken the profit amount to P&L account, and this is your balancing figure. And this minus this figures will 10385. Okay, that both side we have to write the bigger figure. Done. So this is your balancing figure, this is your profit. Okay, and we have to calculate balance CD for this. So total of debit side is 35,000, and we have to minus this from this. So by balance CD, and this minus these three figures will be 5828. Okay, so 35 will be at both the side. Done. So this is how you can complete your consignor's account. So in this lecture we have analysis of consignment account, and then after we have seen the Surya Kumar's account. Okay, so you have to know only 3-4 things which are actually very important. That one is this commission amount, this stock reserve amount, and this amount, return amount, and don't forget to overload the expenses. Okay, so this is also somewhat important from your side. Okay, and this P&L is for loss in transit. Loss in transit for 10 units. So that is how you can calculate the consignment account and consignor's account. So this all are the components of consignment account, and to pass this entries quickly, you have to know about the journal entries which is covered which we have covered in previous lecture. So if you have understanding of previous lecture, if you have understanding of journal entries which we have taken previously, so that time you can obviously properly solve this. Otherwise you will not be getting what we have done actually. Okay, so to get this thing done, you have to see previous lecture. Otherwise you will not going to understand this. If you are finding any kind of difficulty, your doubts are actually welcomed. And by this message I want to end this lecture. Thank you. Be safe and be curious and be in the hunt of knowledge. Thank you.